So, you know, those are kind of a roundup of the stories I've written about this week so far. Still take a few questions if you guys have them, but I am going to get going soon. You know, I've had the ball pit and the hurt feelings about the ball pit. I've had the University Gender Studies Guide saying asking an Asian classmate for help in math is a microaggression. I've had, you know, the zombie Hillary thing was I was just talking about. And then, of course, my favorite, and by favorite, I mean least favorite and most insane story about the college football coach actually having to apologize for posting a picture of two students in a sombrero, which is so sad. I mean, if one of the students was like, another hat would have been appropriate, like a crown. If the biggest problem you have with a picture is you don't like the hats, then I don't think that anybody should be needing to apologize at all, whatsoever. Can you give an example of Hillary really being discriminated against? Well, you know, there are some comments that people make with her that are gender-based, and there absolutely are, which you see happens a lot with women. But the interesting thing about Hillary is by, you know, remaining married to someone who was accused of sexual assault. By the way, I don't know anybody who's been accused by more than 10 women of sexual assaults and yet maintain feminist favor, except for Bill Clinton. It's very interesting how she has this past. And so in some ways, she's taking advantage of misogyny. And because nobody would say that Bill Clinton has a record of treating women with respect. Nobody would say that. And, you know, she's going along with this misogyny, and that's been part of the reason for her success. Is there a good way, Joe, is there a good way to tell someone I don't have a problem with insert group here, I just have a problem with you? I think that's a pretty good answer. I mean, you can have a problem with anybody you want to have a problem with, and it doesn't mean that you don't have, or that you have a problem with a whole particular group. Too many people are afraid of being called, you know, racist, sexist, homophobic, blah, 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 phobic, whatever it is. Just, you know, and people use it as an argument to shut down discussion. And it's absolutely, it's going to do a terrible thing for our discourse. If you haven't seen the videos from Yale University that I posted last week of that professor who disagreed with the Halloween costume policy getting shouted down by students about a safe space, and it completely shut down the conversation. You can't watch this video and say that these things don't shut down conversations. You just can't say that's true. Do I like Hillary's shoes? See, I don't look at Hillary's shoes. That's the thing. You would say people only pay attention to her shoes or whatever, but I don't really look at her shoes. All right, if you have a couple more questions I will take, we're going to be wrapping up here in just a couple of minutes. I really appreciate you guys joining me. And if you haven't seen yet today, you know, go to NRO and read my stories from the week. We have a lot of crazy ones. I'll still be answering some questions in the comments of this post and on Twitter. And I really, really, really appreciate you watching. So we have the ball pit one, we have the microaggressions list, we have the zombie Hillary, the Cornell football one. Definitely make sure to, you know, go on and read those. And thanks for watching. And if you're just joining now, this video will still be available and I'll still be answering questions. And I will be back to do this again next week for a national review. I don't know what day yet, but I will be back. All right. Thanks guys so much for watching. Bye bye bye. Bye bye bye.